CFTC Talks. And we did something really unusual for a regulator. I know this is not super sexy stuff, but we had the division heads of all the groups that were involved at the agency come on the podcast and talk about how this came about. And I think from that standpoint, if there's other exchanges out there or platforms that are looking at doing something similar, you should listen to that. I'm kind of partial to it because I am the host. We're in about 100 different countries, 65,000 downloads, which isn't bad for a government podcast. But I think what's interesting is that we try to be as transparent as we can. I think, as I said before, we're agnostic when it comes to technology. We really want to help people in this context in our space. You know, what can we aid them when they come to us with projects that they're involved with? To that extent, the chairman has been very clear about this, and we started a group called Lab CFTC. It's part of an overall regulatory framework in which we can have companies come in and take a look at our regulations. We can take a look at what they're doing and listen to what they're trying to accomplish. So it's a little bit of a regulatory sandbox. If you know what the FCA is and what they've done there, that's what we're modeling it onto. So I wouldn't say we improved anything. I mean, did we approve the corn contract? I mean, no, it's just something that's what we regulate. We take a look at it. It's important in the risk transfer markets that you develop these tools to help people, you know, transfer risk that they don't want to have to people that want to have it. And that's really what we did.
And I think it's an important point that, you know, Bitcoin is not blockchain. Bitcoin is one of the use cases for blockchain.
Right.
So Bitcoin currency trades on the blockchain, distributed ledger with technology. And both Chairman Giancarlo, CFTC Chairman Giancarlo, and Jay Clayton of the SEC have been very positive about blockchain, wanting to be modern regulators, understanding that technology exists, and they want to make sure that the people that are involved with it are complying with the rules. So for example, you know, with Section 5 of the 1933 Act, a federal regulation that deals with offerings. So if you're going to make an offering, whether you call it an ICO or a private placement, you have to follow either a registration or an exemption to registration. So there's very simple concepts. The SEC and the CFTC both feel they've spoken on this issue. John, you know, we have a lot of clients that are involved with SEC examinations. And they are registered investment advisors in some cases, and sometimes they're exempt reporting advisors. With your dealings with the SEC, what do you see as the major issues for investment advisors or funds managing cryptocurrencies or digital assets?